In our very well-defined master plan, this is step number blah.
We're setting out to start a business from scratch and bring it to profit within 60 days. The risks are real, failure is an option, and even we don't know what's going to happen next. This is 60 Day Startup. We started an ad campaign to test out different names of productless journal that we want to create.
So I think we picked OneBook.
Who is going to want to buy this? Now it's time to do some product design. Oh yeah, by the way, right now it's Chinese New Year, so nothing's gonna happen for at least a month. That puts us 20 days behind on our schedule, and we're already on day 12. So we left you last week with a little bit of a cliffhanger.
We found out that basically we are not going to be able to do any manufacturing overseas.
Right, due to Chinese New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year! With that in mind, we're going to try to get that figured out this week.
Yep.
And in order to get that figured out, we need to do some branding.
Yep, we're going to make sure we understand the logo, the look, do a full brand guide for OneBook.
Yep.
Yep.
We need finalized actual product design for the physical product that we can send these people.
What's going to be inside of it, what it's going to look like, what shape and size.
Right.
I like sizes, it seems.
And we need to start generating some interest on this, so we probably should talk about what our exact offer is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
We should pull the offer bridge back in here, talk about the messaging, figure out some pieces of content and what some fun videos to do that might engage people and get them to react to it. So, this week, branding, product spec and design.
Yep, and then content strategy with an understanding of how we're going to do this offer.
Okay.
Sound good?
Let's get to work.
Woo! Steven, who used to work here in the agency with us, is in France currently.
Yep.
Hence the fantastic beard. So we're basically remoting to you right now to kind of talk about branding of this OneBook.
So the idea here is that people can take this one book with them and it can satisfy all of their needs for productivity, for kind of personal musings and ideas.
So yeah, no, I think this is a really interesting business idea.
Yeah, so trying to just design something that's going to be comfortable and easy to use and kind of a joy to use, but not making it overly complex, making it simple.
Yeah, as I'm playing around with different fonts and playing around with the feel of it, I'm sure it'll be natural and clear which direction kind of feels the best to me.
Cool.
I think a serif font is a good idea, but are you guys open to seeing some variation? I've seen logos in the past where people mix sans serif and serif fonts, especially with two words. Mm-hmm. Obviously we'll do a couple different variations.
Yeah, almost looks like all of these are integrating the color yellow or blue and gold in some way into their color scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yellow too, especially with this, yellow is kind of it can be a happy color, so maybe it's also trying to invoke positive feelings and happy feelings, to invoke that feeling in coordination with being productive and getting your life on track. That could be part of it.
Yeah. Cool. Go sit in a cafe and watch people write in their books and take inspiration.
There you go.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Go in.
All right, see you, man. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye, Steve.
Bye.
The designer from France, the leather from the Texas. This is becoming quite bespoke.
I don't even know what that word means, but yeah.
It doesn't matter what it means, just matters that it sounds fancy.
Early morning for me today. Heading out to Belmont University, following my old alma mater, to speak in an entrepreneurship class about taking crazy leaps like this. It's gonna be fun. If I don't put this down, I'm gonna be late. We got some results back from Steven, our designer, to take a look at some general logo branding ideas for OneBook. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go over them with you and just see what we think about them.
Okay. It feels a little too personal, and it does not feel at all like I would be using this for work.
There's this tail on the E that really makes me think of Tony the Tiger.
But He's great.
He is great.
It's like the exact opposite direction.
Yeah, we just turned a corner here.
Yeah. It's strong.
Yep.
And it definitely says timeless to me.
Different script with my, but we both kind of already decided my is not something we want to do with it, right?
Yeah.
It definitely has a vibe to it, and I mean that in the truest 1970s form of the term.
Michael loves slab serif.
I do. And while I think it looks cool, it's probably too tech.
First of all, I really like the serif.
Okay.
It's not too angular, it's not too round.
It could just be my eye, but it feels like the O's in this are wider than all of the other letters. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so let's get some of our ideas, thoughts, revisions on this over to Stephen. Get him on a number, or get him on a round 2.
Yeah.
And I think round 2 we can really tie in how we're going to associate this with like a color palette.
Yeah.
And how it might even look on paper or on a book, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
We should print some of them out.
Right, and it might be nice to get some more movement going on, like a mark or a logo mark.
Agreed. Agreed. Round 2, guys.
Round 2.
Step number bleh.
That's right. In our very well-defined master plan, this is step number blah. So we're gonna head back to the EC for a second.
Yep. The brainstorm that we need to have over here is to figure out what kind of content we need to create around OneBook to be able to attract the buyer persona that we defined last week.
Right. Because you can't go directly to, hey, buy my thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to, with some people, you even have to make them aware that their problem exists in the first place.
Right, but you have to do it in a way that doesn't sound like we're going, do you know about this problem? If not.
Yeah.
My favorite example for this kind of thing is just all of these Saturday morning or late at night, like TV infomercials.
Oh yeah, the best.
But with Mop Shard free.
Mop Shard free.
Pro, Ultra, order now and get 7. So this is examples of what not to do.
The opposite of this is leading with something that we call value first content.
Yeah.
Where you are providing something of value to your buyer persona. So the goal is to provide something of value to this person so that you become a trusted voice. Yeah. Someone that they can come back to if they have a question about this problem, you know? Yeah.
So what's your process been of kind of like researching what's out there right now as far as competition and viral content that's doing well?
Right. Per what we figured out last week from buyer personas, I figured it would be good to concentrate kind of half of our efforts on the work segment of our market, and then half of our efforts on sort of the personal or life application segment of our market. So I took a lot of the words that I thought matched up with each buyer, and I put them into a keyword tool inside HubSpot. And you don't have to use HubSpot, of course. Sure. There's great tools like this that stand apart from themselves, like SEMrush is a huge one that I've used before. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and what these basically do is you can type in keywords, key phrases, and it'll tell you how many times that phrase or keyword is searched per month in a specific area. It'll also tell you the general competition for that keyword, which is a gauge of how many other articles, websites, that kind of thing are trying to move up in ranking on that. Sometimes it'll even tell you an average cost per click if you were to pay for paid ads in Google for that.
So the biggest standout for us is going to be where are those high monthly searches and low difficulties kind of meeting together. You know, what are a lot of people searching for that there's just not a lot of people serving that need?
Yeah. So we've got some good keywords. We kind of understand what's happening virally out there on the internet with content around this market where it's pulling out. So we need to come up with some blog ideas, content ideas, if you will, that we could put together.
So I racked my brain, took the keywords from HubSpot, and I took the viral sort of insights from BuzzSumo, and I threw them together. And here's what I have. I wanted to hit the bullet journal topic, and obviously this is for more productivity focused people. So let's skip to the habit tracker keyword, which again was a super intriguing one to me.
Okay, because people are obviously already looking for day planners. They're going to see their old usual boring things. You're trying to pull in the people who are going, hey, how do I track habit A, habit B, habit C.
Right.
The other one that I wanted to hit for our work segment was the work notebooks keyword, and also productivity notebook, kind of combined in one.
If it's a manager or if it's even entrepreneur, entrepreneurs are always looking to increase their productivity.
Always.
Every day.
Yeah.
You know, I probably Google that 3 times, 4 times a month myself.
Well, let's explore what else is in this space and what else is in other spaces that we think kind of fit that mold.
Yeah.
And we'll work on creating some of this content because I would like to drum up some interest for this ASAP. I'll get on calling the manufacturers.
I'll help the team get on content.
Let's make it happen. All right, so I'm gonna see if we can't figure out this whole problem with the manufacturing. We already figured out that we're probably not gonna be able to manufacture overseas, so that means we're gonna have to find someone stateside to make these journals. A custom journal, leather journal, like binder container, and I was wondering if you guys are involved in the manufacture of things like that. Oh, it's all done through email. Okay, one down. My hometown of Chicago, feeling good about this one. Let's see how it goes.
Hello, Matt speaking.
Hey, Matt, my name is Paul. I was calling to see if you guys do any custom manufacture there.
We do not do any manufacturing. Okay, well, there's a couple different companies. 5956. Give him a call. He's got some real potential there. Not sure what he's into.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it. Some people are so nice.
I think I'm getting better at it.
All right, excellent. I will put that email together, and I look forward to hearing back from you. Arthur, MVP. Okay, so I think this is call like 85 or something. So far I've been really impressed with how nice everyone's been, even though it's probably obvious to them I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's hope the trend continues.
Please hold while I transfer your call.
Oh boy.
Record your message and press pound.
Hi, my name is Paul, and I was calling because I'm looking for a manufacturer for a custom journal that my company is developing. Mr. D.M. Smucker, Pennsylvania. Excellent. Cool, well, I will send that your way. I really appreciate your time, Daniel. Okay, so a lot of these guys have been asking me for a tech pack. And of course I responded by saying, yeah, we've got a tech pack. My team's working on it right now. So I guess I gotta Google what a tech pack is. So let's be honest. Up to this point, this has been pretty academic. We've put together an offer bridge, we've developed some buyer personas and done market research. We've even done some design, both branding and product-wise. But next week is gonna be where the rubber meets the road. We're gonna be putting out a good deal of our own money buying product from manufacturer. We're gonna be asking people for their money. And we're honestly gonna be putting our entire reputation on the line. Next week is where this exercise becomes a real business. So I know we said failure is an option, but I think next week we're gonna find out how likely it really is. So make sure you follow us on Facebook or YouTube, or even on our website via email, and find out what happens, because we're gonna be finding out along with you. We'll see you next week on 60 Day Startup.